Hey everybody, welcome back. Savage here with the forexpeacearmy.com. So let's take a look again on the Forex market, particularly on euro currency. As we have the plan here that we created in weekend, it's based on a big pattern that we've got on the weekly chart, the bearish pattern. And if you remember, the first stage of our plan suggests the pullback to the upside, where we could consider taking the possible short position. And the validation point of this pattern stands above this area. So for now it seems a bit, significant distance until this level. So in the current situation we have to make the decision how we will act with the position taken. In general, we discussed in the weekend that we will get the downside open price. It's just because of the negative news that have been released right in the weekend. It's another stage of the piking between the United States and Iran, and actually market negatively has treated this with a downside gap, but that has been closed relatively fast. So currently, by our view, this is a retracement that we should use for possible taking the short position. This is the idea, to possess ourselves with weekly pattern. And here it might be different ways how to act. So the simplest way is to wait on the daily chart when the trend will turn bullish and the market will keep going lower, then take the position on some retracement. But the problem with that is that in this case you will get first worst price. Second, your vital area will be too far to place the stop, or at least not quite comfortable, just because it will be big difference, big distance to it. And you will have to search for some compromises, maybe searching for some patterns where you could place your stop or something like this. Alternative way is suggests to foresee the possible changing of the trend based on some signs that we have on lower time frames. So for example, we could get some patterns on lower time frames. We could see starting a downward action where trends will turn bearish faster than on the daily chart. Then we could try and use the retracement. So that's not the tool that we could use. On the daily it looks absolutely nice. So we have big shooting star candle. That's also reversal bar, and pull back after it looks absolutely normal. On the 4 time frame chart, here you can see the downward action is ready to begin, so it start forming. On a FX retail broker chart, I have some minor grabber here, which is quite enough for making decision on position taking. On a spot market, if you take a look on the Forex on the futures, we do not have it. We don't have the confirmation of that. But at the same time, we have confirmation on the dollar index. So we also have the bullish grabber on the dollar index, which I think quite enough just to use it for a possible upward action. It suggests taking out of this stop, which in turn could lead to appearing of the hand shoulders pattern. Don't pay attention to these grabbers because all of them mostly have been done already. And that's actually what we would like to see. So it means that here we could get hand shoulders pattern with the downside continuation. On the hourly chart, you also could see that market stands at the 50% resistance, which is favorable for euro currency. In some way, you could even identify here some kind of the gutter steeple to sell. But here it's too flat action to identify the A, B, C, D swings. So probably it's just kind of 50% retracement. That's actually what we have in place. So you have the option what to do, either to wait trend changing on the daily. You could try to use the grabbers on the 4 time frame chart for position taking with the stops placed above this area. Alternatively, you could wait for some minor reversal pattern here in this area. Maybe something will be formed. I don't know, difficult to say, but you could just miss it with the possible downward continuation. So that's the details that you will need to decide for yourself, depending on your trading style, personality, risk sensitivity, and other things. But general outlook remains the same, and currently market behaves according to it. That we have bearish background, we have retracement, we have bearish patterns, and we suggest that with the bearish grabber that we have on the weekly, we expect for some downward action. So currently we consider mostly bearish view.